I don't see just Jamaican women just get up and go, I'm gonna like American.
But they are Jamaica for
American woman.
30 odd year.
Yes.
See? So we can tell her that.
Yeah, you see.
Yes.
The Jamaican woman definitely has a problem with the American woman.
Yes.
And the American woman have a problem with the Jamaican woman.
Agreeing to disagree.
No, you see, Roddy has been in Jamaica more than Vanessa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can
More me because it's 30 odd years. You know, I did 26 years there and then, you know, I lived in America after that. So you do more years than me too. So he's saying that there's definitely something there.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I always say there's no friction. I love my Jamaican sisters.
Of course.
To me, we're all women. And women have the same plight wherever you are. We all have the same struggles.
Yes.
So why are we looking at each other as
with a
an
side eye?
enemy? Yeah.
And then the next thing is, unbeknownst to a lot of American women, that if nobody speaks, we can't tell the difference.
Right. That's it.
So if you're saying there should be more unity than anything.
Nobody speaks. If you have 20 Jamaican women sitting down and 20 American women sitting down, nobody says anything.
That's it.
We as a Jamaican man or any other man can't tell the difference.
Oh, you're gonna tell? We can't tell.
Who is Jamaican? If they mix up, you will never get all 10 right. All 20 right to make you know, pick a set. You can never tell.
You can never tell.
And vice versa.
That's why I said I think it's where if there's a baby mother in the issue, in the situation, then you'll have a little friction. You know.
Can't tell.
Problem.
And it's the same thing a lot of times. Even with Jamaican men and American men, putting out the dressing, putting out how we do certain things. If 10 American men is in tux and 10 Jamaican men is in tux and you mix it up a little bit, you ain't gonna tell the difference.
If they're in tux.
Tux. I make sure.
Right.
There's
a distinct difference in the style.
Let me tell you, we can't do American different than a Jamaican.
Not in tux.
Not by just
remember.
Not
in tux.
Wait, not by moving, just by sitting down, 10 Jamaican, 10 American,
not speaking,
African American. You're not gonna know them.
You're not gonna know. You're not gonna know.
I can see you from afar and know she is a Jamaican.
No, because you're probably walking. That's what I'm saying. If they're not walking, not running.
Listening.
The moment all 20 of them get up, you can pick out every Jamaican. The moment all 20 of those men stand up, you can stand.
Just sit
down and talk. You can't.
Not talking, not doing anything. Just you can't.
The moment they get up to walk away, you can pick out the 10. You can pick out the 10 from Jamaica.
You're gonna see a gun finger.
Right.
You're gonna see a gun finger. You're gonna see a bad man walk.
The swag is different. The walk is different.
American have no time if you got no gun finger or no swag.
No, it's just different, you know, and that's okay. That's what make everybody unique. That's what make everybody, you know, their own self, and that what makes it different. But it's beautiful sometimes to see two culture comes together. And you know,
it is.
What I appreciated, you know, is that I get to learn things every day.
Give me a kiss.
I'm gonna put that in the bloopers, y'all.
Right?
Beautiful people are beautiful people. And for me personally, you know, being here, I learn things. I learn new things. My mindset is a little bit different.
Yes,
and
definitely.
I think everybody deserves to travel.
Definitely.
Everybody deserves to see a different side of the world. If you're American, then you need to probably travel to Jamaica, travel somewhere else, see a different culture, see a different people, learn a different, you know, way, you know, and vice versa. It's beautiful being here to learn different things, see how things operate, you know, meet different people and have an understanding to know that people will be people.
Yeah.
People will be people, but sometimes we get a hard rap as Jamaicans.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be just one. It shouldn't be just on Jamaican men alone. Because every culture has their fair share of
bullshit.
And sometimes it balances itself out, because sometimes we get some praise from the ladies because they love us. And they love us and they love to hate us at times.
But that's where it's coming from. Like I said, you find that one Jamaican exotic man and you say, yes, I have one. And then y'all don't really do the communication. Y'all don't really vet the situation properly. And then
is everything.
It's everything. And then 6 months down the road, and things go crazy, and you're like, oh, are the worst thing ever?
Yes.
Because
the next one might be that one for you.
Yes.
So, in life, pick wisely, communicate.
Communication.
Have conversation.
Upfront communication.
Know what you want, and if it's not what you want, leave it alone. Because a lot of people think they can turn something into whatever is something else.
What is something that you would want people to know about Jamaican people in general that you feel like they don't know or need to know?
We are some of the most wonderful people in the world. Like, I mean, honestly, like, if we connect with you, you're family. There's no around it. It's just something about Jamaicans that will just make you feel welcome, and you are welcome. Not just make you feel it, but you are really welcome into their circle, their family, and you're gonna be Auntie Joyce or Uncle, Paul, or that's just the Jamaicans. Like we said, Jamaican, no problem. And it is true.
As long as them love you.
That is true.
That's it.
A lot of people travel to Jamaica over the years, year to year, and whatever it is, and they go, they have a beautiful experience with the people, they enjoy the food, they have a great time. It seems that the problem with Jamaicans are not in Jamaica, but the problem with Jamaican men or Jamaicans is here in America. And I'm trying to figure out why is that, because people go on vacation, they go to Jamaica, they come back, they say, oh, I enjoyed it.
One of the
food
best
was
places
great,
ever.
this was great, the culture was great, the people was great. But in America sometimes,
well, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You said it right there, that's the problem. They don't, and 95% of the time, the ones that have the problem is the one that don't travel.
Yeah.
And I see it because now me and husband, we have a restaurant, and 95% of the people that comes in are Caucasian brothers and sisters. And they come in, and if they don't hear the accent, they just don't think it's authentic Jamaica.
Yeah,
and they want to hear the. I mean, they have
like the grill out the door.
Yes,
from the back. Because the grilling outside, they gravitate towards that. So I think the thing is, travel more. Travel more. Open your senses, your everything to different culture, because it's a beautiful thing. It really is. So that's where it is.
Get to know the outside world a little bit different.
That's where it is. Because I've had so many customers that come in and they're like, they want to hear the music, they want to hear the accent, the food, and it's just like, oh, this is just like I had in Jamaica. So we
they get to re-experience that over and over again.
Let me tell them, say, if as long as you walk in my store, it's like in Jamaica. Them say, well, I want to see that, and then come back like 20 times now.
So I would reassure females and people that the stereotypes ain't going nowhere, because it's already there, and it's already it's already engraved in some people's minds. But Jamaicans and the Jamaican men are good men.
Definitely.
A lot of them are
real good.
A lot of them are, and communication is key.
Yes.
If you bump into one that is not great, or one that is not for you, let it go.
Right.
Don't just do it because at the moment are you in that moment,
you're gonna get hurt,
or whatever it is.
It's
gonna be different.
You have to learn their signs. You have to learn, like with me and Roddy, I know when to just leave it alone, because he gets this when he just is quiet, and we as female, we want to push it and push it and push it and push it. But I've learned to leave it alone, because 9 times out of 10 times, couple hours down the road, it's gonna come back around where we're gonna be, communicating about, what just happened or whatever.
Right.
So and I had to learn that.
How do you deal with your man either becoming very stoic on you or just shutting down, or you feel some distance? Like, how do you navigate that? Because I know a lot of our ladies want to know, when a Jamaican man gets into his little mood, what do you do? Do you try to penetrate that?
Oh yes, that is a big one, and it happens a lot. So I've learned, I had to learn to just leave it alone for the time being. Because I was the one that was, we have to go through it now, but it doesn't work, and I learned to let him have his peace, and then come back to it later. But always come back to it. Don't let it go, because then it's gonna be this repeating of him shutting down, not explaining what's going on, and then you're not getting anywhere.
Right.
But what we have done is talk about it, But he do shut down, and I've learned to just let him be, and then a couple of hours down the line we'll revisit the whole situation. So that's how I deal with it. But it wasn't always like that. I had to learn to do it like that.
Where does the shutdown come from, fellas? What is that, and why y'all doing that? Because us ladies, we don't got time for all that.
Yeah.
No, we do. We're going to make time for it, but we don't want to.
it now. And so,
what is it, and
Mando's
what's
still like
happening?
that. Mando's still like that.
Okay.
We always, in Jamaica we say contention,
Yeah.
right? Man don't like contention.
Arguing.
But in America we say arguing.
Arguing.
Right? We don't
like arguing.
You see, if we see they'll get out of van,
Yeah.
stop and pull out.
Yeah.
Everything stop right there.
And
Their pull-out game is very, very strong.
see, the next thing is hard for me. A lot of times, when we shut down, we are going through something. A lot of times in our head, it might be a situation where we don't want to talk about it at that point.
Okay, we not even want no problem.
Good.
Anyway.
And inside of our head is a lot going on. We try to figure it out. We try to see what it is. We are experimenting. What's the best way to move forward with it? Just to find a place where, one, we can talk to y'all about it. Two, we are going through emotions that if we talk about it now, it's going to be problems. Because, we might have some anger there with that, dealing with that situation. We might just not be ready to talk about it. It might be an outburst if we try to do it or whatever it is. So we give it time. We give it time to simmer. We give it time to process and everything like that. And then we move past it, and we talk about it on a calm level. But if we should visit that in the moment, you just never know it's gonna go.
It's gonna cost problem.
You just never know where it's gonna go. So because of that, the shutdown happened. The deep thought happened, where we just in deep thought and we just don't want to talk about nothing. We don't want to deal with it right there and then. It will get dealt with.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just best to just leave us, let we process it. Make we process it, let it be.
And they say a soft answers turn away wrath.
Yes.
So I have to let you know that's how I deal with it, because it's just best to let them have the process. It's not that crazy where we can't let them have the process.
Right.
And I've learned that it's not that crazy, because at first I wasn't that I was pushing it.
It goes against everything natural inside you as a woman.
Yes.
As a woman, you want to nurture, you want to figure out what's going on so we can make this better. And sometimes you got to go against that natural instinct inside you, ladies. It's going to feel unnatural to back away and give him space, because you're like, what is he thinking? What is he plotting on? What's next?
Definitely.
Relinquish that control.
Yes.
Breathe your pretty little head into a calm space and give that man some time, because he will come back around.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Yes.
And with that being said, we are going to wrap up.
And where can people come and eat with you?
Oh, you can definitely come and see us at our spot up in Alpharetta, Roswell area. It's 2880 Oakham Bridge Road, Alpharetta, Suite 184. It's Ministon Jamaican Deli by ways of My Jamaican Spot. That's where we are, and some of the best finger licking oxtails you can ever eat.
Yeah. Nice Jamaican food. Come down, enjoy some Jamaican food from, complimentary of,
My Jamaican Spot.
My Jamaican Spot. Roddy and Vanessa, some of the best chefs in the game.
Yes, sir.
Some of the best when it comes down to cooking Jamaican food. And we thank you guys again for, thank you guys again for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for sitting down with OJ Merge, going through some of these topics and, having dialogue. Thank you guys again. So
make sure you guys like, share, subscribe.